Okay, today I will talk about we will explore the new theme Lepton X that you've been hearing for quite some time, and we made a brief introduction in one of the previous episodes. But today we will dig down deep, and we will explore it more and learn about it. But before going into details of Lepton X, I want to talk the existing theme Lepton that our commercial users have been using for quite some time. So if you are a commercial user, you are familiar with this theme. Like there are a couple of different color options. You can choose any of them. Like some of them have darker colors, so it looks like a dark theme, and some of them have light colors. And you can change some other settings, like you can move menu from left to top and vice versa. So it kind of looks like it feels like a different layout, but it's just moving the menu from left to top. So this is the Lepton theme we've been using for quite some time, and it's been working quite well, and everyone likes it. And on top of this, like we already have this, so we want to create another one, and we want to call it Lepton, the next generation Lepton X. So even though they share the same name, this new theme is complete rewrite. So we have developed this project from scratch without anything from Lepton. So even though I want to mention that again, even though they share the name, they are nothing alike. So it's completely new theme with new design and new infrastructure. Let's take a quick look. So this is our new demo. So there's this new cool breadcrumb and filter component on the menu. You can filter through your menu items, and you can shrink the menu, and you can put it back on, and you can immediately access the settings from right side, and that you can change the theme. And there's the system option as well. We will explore it in a bit. So this is the new LeptonX. We will see the live demo as well, but I just want to give you a quick look before going into details. All right, so let's talk about why a brand new theme. So we have already have a Lepton. So why not just add new features and improve the Lepton and keep using it, but instead of building a completely new one. First of all, Lepton is you can't really use it from ABP. So we wanted to build a new theme completely independent from ABP. Let's say you've been using Lepton and you really like the theme, and you have this project that's use another framework other than ABP, and you want to integrate this theme into that project. You can't really use that. So Lepton, you can't really use Lepton outside of ABP. So we want to build something, a theme that will grow out of ABP, and it will reach broader audience. And we want to have an up-to-date design. So design principle, design trends change over time, and we want to come up with a better design and like that follows the latest trends, which is dark and light theme. So in your browsers, mobile applications, operating system, all of the devices you've been using, they in your daily life support this dark and light theme. So we want to support it right out of the box. With Lepton, you could have a dark and light theme change by changing colors, but it's not the same. And we want to have a better infrastructure because we are aware of that. Customizing Lepton is not quite easy, and we want to have a easy, like really easy customization with just a single, like couple of line of code. You can have a completely different theme. All right, why not another theme? Like why we choose to build our own instead of buying one and integrate it into the ABP framework? Well, first of all, most of the teams out there, they force you to develop your pages using their custom styles. So at the end of the day, after using a third party theme, your content, your pages, your modules will depend on that theme's custom styles. So if you want to change that theme, you can't really do that. But LeptonX, it just depends on Bootstrap. So Lepton defines the layout, but it does not interfere with the content. you can develop your content with Bootstrap components. So you can change LeptonX with another theme. It just changed the layout. And with third-party themes, like they come with shiny, nice-looking components, but they are just for the display most of the time. They like when you download a theme and you need to delete these components and you need to write your own components. Those shiny looking nice components don't fit in your application. But with LeptonX, we will develop ABP first components and more, since as I mentioned earlier, LeptonX will grow out of ABP and it will become something bigger. But ABP will be its first customer. So we will always look out for ABP projects as well. And these third-party themes, they're not so active. Like once you download a project, it just stays the same, and you have to develop your own project or your own features. If there are bugs, maybe you can fix, or maybe the website you bought the theme from will fix those bugs, but not so much. But with LeptonX is a long-term project. It will live as long as the ABP framework lives, so it's here forever. And as I mentioned earlier, they're not so active, so they're not upgradable. Even though there is a new version, you have to do everything again, whatever you've done in the first place to integrate that theme into your project, you have to do them all over again. But in LeptonX, we are valuing your time, so it'll be easy to upgrade and easy to customize. And these third-party themes, they usually lack of documentation. So you have to figure out how to how to develop a page, use its components. But with LeptonX, we will keep updating the documentation as we are doing with ABP framework. And these themes, although they look like they can be used with different layouts, once you choose a layout from start, you are stuck with that layout. You can't really change that. But with LeptonX, there will be many layout options, and you can switch them in development time. Like let's say you start with side menu layout, and in the future there's a new layout available. You want to switch that, you will be easy to do so. And as summary, these third-party themes, they are usually a theme as an application. So there's just this demo application without any backend. You just download that application. You choose the parts you want to use in your own application. You just import them and use it. But LeptonX is a theme as a library. We can visualize it that way. So it will be upgraded. It will be added. There will new features will be added on top of the library lab project, and we will fix bugs as we encounter them. So this is the difference between a third-party theme with and LeptonX. So with LeptonX, we have two models: a better user experience and better developer experience. So what do I mean by these two? I will show in a bit. And but I want to talk about LeptonX concepts first, and we will see how we achieve better developer experience and better UI UX. All right. So there's, as I mentioned earlier, there will be different layouts to choose from. So we will start with side menu, but in the future we will add more layouts, and there will be ABP integration. So if you are using ABP framework, it will be really easy to switch from old Lepton to LeptonX, even though they are completely different themes. I can't put stress on this enough. They are completely different themes, but we will provide packages or adapter packages to switch from old Lepton to new Lepton with ease. And styling. This is very important. We are aware of that. You are trying to override styles and create your own custom branding or custom application, and you wanna make it feel like your own application. And first, let's talk about layouts. First of all, it's independent from Bootstrap. So in the future, let's say you want to switch Bootstrap with some other UI framework, let's say Tailwind or Material UI or something else, and you can do so. The layouts doesn't have anything to do with Bootstrap, and it's picked at build time. Okay, there is one difference here. With Lepton, your users could be able to switch menu placement from left to top menu, but here you have to choose your layout at the build time. Why is that? Because using different layouts isn't just moving menu from one place to another. There are some other configurations and some other requirements needed, and they have to pick at build time. So your users won't be able to change layout, but you as a developer will be able to switch them. So we will start with side menu, and we will add top menu and many more in the future. ABP integration. Well, we already have developed ABP adapter packages for Blazor, MVC, and Angular. So if you are using any of these, you will be able to switch from Lepton to Lepton X, and we will show a quite quick demo to how to do so. Okay, let's talk about styling. Excuse me. With Lepton X, we have different concepts, like as I mentioned earlier. Well, first of all, we want to provide different frameworks. We will start with Bootstrap, obviously, but in the future, we have come up with this architecture, so it will be easy to add another framework on top of Bootstrap. You can easily switch between them, but there's Bootstrap for now, and there could be more. And this Light, I will talk about this in a bit. Let's keep it there, just to remember the name. Light and Pro we will talk about in a bit, and there will be different layouts. Like let's say you have chosen side menu layout, so you only need styles for side menu. You don't want styles for top menu. And there's ABP only styles as well, and there are themes: dark, light, semi-dark, or your own theme. And when you look at the picture, so this is the, like, if you want to visualize how our styling works, so this is the Lepton X styles. So we already built these styles, and there's Bootstrap themes, there are colors, dark theme, light. You can add your own color here, and there are components and side menu, light menu, libraries, ABP. And when you build this styles with our build system, it outputs many files. Like there's Bootstrap dark and light, dark theme light, and layout outputs, libraries, and ABP. And you as a user, you want to customize these styles, right? You want to be able to, I don't know, change some of the colors here, some of the paddings or margins or size, width, height, whatever, here, or here. Like you will be able to change any of these without even touching this code. So when I mentioned light theme as a library, you don't want to touch these codes, because if you edit these files, it'll be hard to upgrade them once a new version is available. So you don't want to touch these codes, but you want to be able to customize. We will see how it's done. All right, enough with these slides, and let's get down to business. And let's look at the demos. Okay, first of all, I want to show a. Okay, so this is demo. We've just seen a quick GIF of this demo, and there's like this new this Apex charts. Like there's these tables, and you can change your appearance from dark to semi-dark, light, and there's this system right here. What is it? What does it mean? Let me open up my system preferences. So this is my Mac settings. So if I switch from dark to light, my application switches to light theme as well. So if I change my Mac settings to dark again, it changes back to dark. So this system option will behave as your operating system. And if you're choosing, if you are using darks in your operating system, the Lepton X will be dark as well. And there's like a filter menu here, and there's this new cool breadcrumb. So it shows the same level of items. So you can choose, like, think of it as a window explorer. Like when you're navigating between folders, there's this little icon on the next of folder, and you can choose another folder on the same folder level. So there's this new design. So what I let's talk about better user experience. With Lepton, the old one, the settings was hidden somewhere in the menu. But here, we have added this new toolbar. So the settings will be immediately accessible here, and you will be able to add your own settings into this context menu. Let's say you are developing an application, and you want your users to be able to switch a setting really quickly. You can add it here, and there's this icons on here, and these icons will be decided by the modules. Let's say you have a chat module, and it will add an icon here, and then it can use that icon. So this is like the quick access menu here, and the user menu is here. And for mobile, we want to do something better. So everyone is using mobile applications, right? And we are really familiar with this kind of navigation on mobile. So we have, instead of an responsive menu that almost every application uses just a hamburger icon, and the menu will be displayed here, we have switched to this bottom navigation. So you can see your menu items here, and you can see your settings, like you can change semi-dark, dark, and you can see your user menu right here. And it provides a better user experience for your users. You can see your demo applications right here. So this is the demo application we have developed. So we will deploy this as an application to somewhere, and you will be able to see it just like you've been using Lepton theme. You've been viewing Lepton theme. And I want to, so this is the better user experience I've been mentioning. So the easy to navigate, easy to change settings, and better color options instead of a bunch of different colors that no one ever use. So there's just like dark and light. Everyone is using dark and light these days, and better navigation, right, like here. And let's talk about better developer experience. This is something that we are really excited about. So as I mentioned that, like, what if you want to add another theme right here? Like you want to add your custom theme, and you want your users to be able to switch to that theme. So this is an Angular application. ABP, it's been generated with ABP framework. So just you are familiar with this. Let's see how you change from Lepton to Lepton X and add your own theme. For example, I have already added a theme here, my custom theme, and if I click on it, everything will change. Like I have used these purple colors, and I have changed the logo. For example, look at this logo. So when I go back to dark, it changed to Lepton, and when I go back to my custom theme, it changed to ABP icon. And when it shrinks down, it shows the square of this icon. And so let's see how you can add these colors and add this theme. So this is an Angular application. Okay, I think this is better, right? So let's open up a app module. Okay, so let me shrink down this. Okay, so this is just an Angular application from ABP framework, and usually there's a theme Lepton here, theme Lepton module for root, and you just delete these. You just delete that, and you import theme Lepton X, and that's it. And there's which layout you want to choose. Obviously, there's only side menu for now, and you need to import that as well. And if you are developing your login pages in Angular, you need to import account layout module as well. That's it. These three imports will allow you to switch from Lepton to Lepton X. But there are some options here. There are some customizations here, and I want to talk about these as well. And first, let's talk about adding a new theme. So what I do is we already have these Lepton X defaults which is light, semi-dark, and dark, you want to add one more. So you say new Lepton X theme. You need to give a bundles. So whatever CSS files will be switched or will be downloaded when we switch to this theme, and you have to choose a bootstrap and your custom theme. You give it a style name, an icon, and label. That's it. When you do this, it adds another theme to here. So, but like how we can define these colors? Where are those colors? Like those purple, the icons, where are they? If you have commercial license to download the source code, you will be given these style files right here. There will be colors, components, and some other things. So you will have like let's look at how I already edit this. There's dark, dim, light, and I have added my custom theme here. And what values? So I have this CSS map. I have chosen logos, and I have switched some light and dark and some colors. Like you can see as like 20 options. Nothing more. I have also changed the radius. So if I change this radius to something else, every component that's use border radius will be upgraded with this value, and you can even use shadows and your brand colors, primary, secondary colors, and everything. You can change everything with this map. And once you add this here, and you will build these files, and it will give you some CSS files, and you will add them, let's say, your application assets under the assets folder. So there are a bunch of already built-in files, and there's this your new bootstrap file and your new my custom theme file. This is it. Everything works with CSS variables. So if you just switch this file on the runtime, you will be able to switch everything. And once you have added these files and you have defined your new theme here, that's it. That's all the thing you need to do, be able to add a new theme. And there's this file. This all will be documented, so don't worry about memorizing this or going back to this video to see how it's done. It'll be documented. And well, we have talked about how to add a new theme, but what about changing the components? For example, let's talk about this avatar. So it has 30. I think its width is 36 pixels. So I want to change it to something else. Normally you would need to write your own CSS to change the width or size or anything to override this. But when we start working on LeptonX, we are inspired by Bootstrap. So Bootstrap uses a lot of CSS variables, which allows you to change one CSS variable and it will upgrade many places. And let's see how to do that. I will go back to LeptonX styles. I have created a custom folder here. So I will put whatever I want to do, I want to overwrite under this folder. And there's this variables folder. And let's say I want to change the size. All I say is LeptonX avatar size is 48 pixels. And once I save these files, there's this process that's being watching these files, and it rebuilds everything, and tada, it's 46 pixels, and it's bigger now. For example, I want to make this side menu bigger. Let's make it to something enormous, like 600 pixels. Excuse me. And it's done, tada. So it's bigger. And everything is calculated with these values. So the menu items also get bigger when you change these values. For example, let's change the height of this top part to 100 pixels. Now it's bigger. Well, obviously, you can break some things if you make it if these values don't make sense, but I just wanted to show it for the sake of clarity. And obviously, our packages come with pre-built styles. So if you need to change one of the styles, all you have to do is here you will pass a style factory, and you can just find the layout bundle, and you can give it a custom style loader, so it will load your own style instead of our style that comes within the npm package. So yeah, that's how you can easily change LeptonX styles, add a new theme in Angular application. And this will show the MVC part in a bit. Just I have one more thing to show you guys. As I mentioned earlier, there was this Light and Pro right here. Well, so this LeptonX, obviously a commercial product, but with and Lepton has been always commercial, but with LeptonX, we want to provide a light version. What does this mean is it's free to use. You will be able to use it with ABP open source templates, and there will be many features in the light version. Obviously, the table will have more rows, but I just want to highlight the main ones. So you will be able to use side menu layout for both of them. There's this new breadcrumb. It's available for both of them. And ABP packages, Blazor, MVC, Angular available for both of them. Color options, there will be only dim. In the Pro version, there will be dark, dim, light. And mobile menu, it's just the same good old mobile hamburger mobile menu, but the Pro one is bottom navigation. I just show you. Theme Builder will not be available for the light version, but in the Pro version, toolbar is not also a context menu. And there will be other differences, but the light one will look just as good with the Pro one. So you will our common open source templates will have a better theme instead of a theme basic. And yeah, that's it for my part, and we can switch to Enis.
Oh, thank you, Bünyamin. You presented well. This is a good presentation, and this is a good team. Now I will show you Lepton X in a real working ABP MVC and Blazor application. You already showed us how it works in Angular, but now I will show you in MVC and Blazor. Let's start. But before we investigating a real application, just weave some technical issues, technical topics. Implementation, as Bünyamin says, we have a Pro version. Pro version is already implemented in MVC, Blazor Server, and Blazor WebAssembly. Also, for all of users, not for our commercial users, we have Light version. Light version is included in also same Razor pages because it's MVC UI. Blazor Server and WebAssembly will be available for all of users, for all of ABP users. Now it fits well for existing modules. All the tag helpers will work same because Lepton X supports Bootstrap, so our tag helpers will work well. We will work same. Also, Blazorized component will be working well because we have already implemented it, and Lepton X Bootstrap compatibility is really good. And you don't have to change anything after migrating Lepton X or Lepton X Light. Customization. All style customizations are available in Lepton X. As Bünyamin says, you can change whatever you want in Lepton X theme, and they can be immediately applied in your application when you place your theme in your app. Also, toolbars. I think ABP developers are familiar with toolbars. We have a couple of new toolbars for our new elements. For example, Bünyamin showed you there's a general settings section at the right bottom, and we have also classic toolbar, app toolbar, and we have a couple of different toolbars in theme. And custom selectable styles, as Bünyamin shows, if you can develop your own theme, you can edit as an option for users. And let's see a couple of new toolbars. We have general settings, as I said before. You can remove items or you can add new items for that option, for that general settings at the bottom right. Separate toolbox for mobile and desktop. You can even set different toolbar items for your mobile design and desktop design in here. For example, container width isn't available in mobile UI, and this section, this option, won't be included in mobile toolbar. As you see, there's no container width in here in mobile view. And custom styles, as Benjamin says, it's a good feature. You can easily configure it like that in MVC and Blazor. You can just remove an existing theme, or you can add your custom theme. And it will be available in the menu, in appearance menu in LeptonX, and user can change them at runtime. Yeah, you can also set the default style, but as a default style, it's a system right now, as Benjamin showed you. It depends on your operation system theme. Yeah. Let's take a quick look into Lepton. Let me show you some example. It's already running. Okay. Let me show you. This is a system. Let me make it bigger. This is a system theme as a default. This is a running MVC application right now, and it's a system theme. I can show you. It doesn't matter which operation system you are using. It will work on Windows. It will work your iOS device. It will work on your mobile phones, Android, or whatever you use. It will affect your operation system's default theme. As you see, it's automatically changed, and there's some predefined themes. Also, a container with like box layout. Because I make it bigger, you cannot understand the difference. But oh, sorry, whatever it has. Just make it again full width or continue with full width. Okay. It's also we have a login page. Just make a login. This is a real working application. Just log in with admin and my super secure password. Yeah, you'll see all existing modules are here. We have a couple of our commercial modules here. Also, our custom modules like chat will be in our toolbar. Toolbar is placed here at the right of screen. And let me show you adding a new theme, because I showed you there's a light theme in here. It can be changed at runtime, semi-dark and dark, and system I already showed you. But Benjamin developed a custom theme. I need to add it to my MVC application. How can I do it? I have already prepared the code here. I just uncomment it and rerun my application. I'm sorry, I haven't saved it before. Okay. I can edit like here my options, my Lepton X options, Lepton X theme options. Let's add it, and it will be placed. It will be visible at themes menu at the right of Lepton theme. But how can it understand the theme? Where's the theme? You have to place a custom CSS with that name, with the theme name, a custom CSS, and Benjamin already sent me that CSS, and I placed it in my application. Let me show you in the application. This is my MVC application, web application, and I placed it in themes under Lepton X folder. I have Bootstrap custom and custom CSS. Just place two of them, and theme will be available on your application. Just let me refresh the page. I think it haven't run yet. Yes, it's running right now. It's a live demo. Okay. There's nothing wrong. Yeah, you can see my custom theme because I say that name and I give a square icon, and it's available in my menu. I can choose it. When I choose it, the colors will be changed. Yeah, this is easy. This is really easy managing and upgrading and styling Lepton X in your MVC or Blazor UI. Let's check some modules to make sure they haven't changed and they are compatible with Lepton X. Let's start with our most common module. Sorry for that. Lepton X. Yeah, users module. Yeah, it's all same. You can see our models are same. Those are models, bootstrap models. Everything is same. We can go further. Our settings more complex module because it has many. Sorry, I think this is a cookie problem. We'll figure it out. This is different themes. Let's check our settings module, and it has many inputs inside. You can see all the inputs and all the forms works well. Our new theme, my new theme, I have added that theme, and it's working well. You can see everything works great. Maybe we can go with a mobile view, how it can be. It's a mobile view, everything works well again. There's a menu. I showed you, yeah, mobile theme, and all existing modules are compatible. You can see this is a new Lepton X, and it's very customizable. Yeah, I can show you. It's easy to implement it. I've just added my Lepton X module as a depend zone. Yeah, there should be somewhere else in Lepton, old Lepton theme. I just removed it and add my Lepton X theme module here as a depend zone, and everything is that. My module is ready to use. If I want, I can make some configurations like this one. I just added a new theme. If I don't make any configuration, it will work with Lepton X defaults. That's easy, really easy to change, to move new Lepton X theme. That's it. That's it. My site. We can go back to Alper.
Thank you, Enis. It was a very nice presentation. And I would like to ask to Bünyamin if there are any other features about the new Lepton theme. How did you design it? Maybe you can show us.
Yeah, for sure. We are already working on a beta version, and there are some couple of issues left for MVC, Blazor, and Angular. So we will release a beta version, and we will release a stable version after that. But we are also working on new features. On top of that, I can just show you, if you can share my screen, I can show what kind of features we are working on. So let me show this Figma file. So these are the cool features. Like we are working on a file management. So like ABP already has a file management module, but this will be in LeptonX as well, and maybe it will be integrated into ABP framework in the future, so it has better view and upgraded UI. And there's this custom pages like invoice page, and we will provide some page components as well for like big components like chat module and calendar. These are all designs, and we will be working on these as well. And like these kind of pages, you can edit your application, like a subscription list and like some widgets, some steppers. These kind of components are being designed by our design team, and we will work on those components once we release a stable version. Yeah. So there are some cool features will be coming your way as well.
Yeah, thank you. Maybe we can head over to the questions and answers. I think we have lots of questions in the chat session.
Yeah, you show the pricing table, Bünyamin. It isn't LeptonX pricing, right? It's just the one.
No, it's just for demo. It doesn't mean anything. So yeah, those are just random values.
Don't
so first of all,
it's not LeptonX.
Okay, so first of all, some guys are interested in, is it separately sold, or can they use it apart from ABP project?
Yeah, short answer, right now, no, but in the future, yes, because we want, as I mentioned earlier, we want LeptonX to grow out of ABP. We will be providing it as a separate theme. So in the future, yes, you will be able to use it. But for now, we will battle test it with ABP and fix its bugs and make it more stable. And then we will provide it as a standalone theme.
And also, people are interested in when is the release date for this? How can they use it? Maybe Halil can answer this.
Hello, everyone. I'm here also. I'm taking from the questions from the beginning, Alper. Let's start from the Figma question. I think you have already seen that we have designed the theme in Figma. So yes, there are some Figma files. But the question actually, I think, asks if we will deliver Figma files to customers. We haven't thought about that actually. Maybe we will consider about that. Has any page for component list? Yeah, we will have a demo with all the Bootstrap and other components. Benjamin already has shown at the end of the talk. So there will be a list of all components in the demo. This question is from ASP.NET users. They are using Metronic for now. Metronic is a really good team, and we have learned a lot of things from the Metronic. But for ASP.NET Zero, we didn't think about that actually. We didn't think to implement LeptonX for ASP.NET Zero because it will be a bigger breaking change for Metronic lovers. So this is not the idea for now actually. One critic is Benjamin color.
Yeah, that's something we've been thinking about. Yeah, it feels kind of weird, but we want to have maybe we will change the name instead of colors. It will be like theme because we want to have every settings in one place. But the color naming makes it kind of weird. But we are still on beta version, guys, so we can change it. But
so yeah, the content is right. The name is different.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Maybe customizations.css.
Yeah, maybe something else. Yeah.
Lepton X will be included in ABP commercial price, so it will not be separately sold to ABP commercial customers. Don't worry about that. And also for the source code, you know, ABP commercial team license has no source code for all the modules, but for the team part, we give all the source code because we think the theme is very customizable and should be customized in many cases. So team and personal license owners will also access to the source code.
I think Benjamin has showed the custom style loader to customize the current theme. So I think there will be extension points to customize your theme.
One question is, are the themes per user or per tenant?
I think it's a customization question, like if a user or tenant-based customization.
I think it's not the question. I think you are changing from dark to light to dim. Is it per tenant?
As a user. Yeah.
It's per user.
Yeah, and it's stored in the user's browser, so others won't be affected by that change.
But the developer can customize the theme selections by tenant. It's okay because it's already the option pattern. The options can be configured by tenant, but every user can change it.
Okay, it's per user. It's possible to integrate with libraries like DevExpress.
Okay, I can answer that. We are already using different libraries for MVC, Blazor, and Angular. For example, in MVC we are using data tables. In Angular, NGX data tables, some other different libraries, and it is possible to integrate some other libraries to this theme system. And we will add more libraries in the future. We started with the ABP, the libraries that ABP have been using, so that it will be easier to switch from Lepton to LeptonX. But yeah, it is possible, and we will add more libraries, the popular ones.
One question is related to the version ABP comes with Lepton X installed, I think. The question is like that. We were actually planning for 5.2 version, but 5.2 version of ABP framework will be released in 2 weeks, and we are not pretty sure if it will be available with this version. We are working hard to make it possible, but we cannot promise for now. But we will release a beta version in a short time. So when we release it, you can already be able to easily switch to Lepton X with the basic documentation. I already answered that question. It will come with ABP commercial license, so no worry. For the Light team, it's already will be free and available to all ABP developers. How can I save a team for a user? He selects at runtime, so when he logs in the next time, his team will load it, and he doesn't need to switch the team for the default.
Yeah, for now, it's just stored in the browser. So it's the cookie or local storage. So if the user is using the same browser, the theme will be saved.
I think Radoslav is trying to persist it in the database.
Yeah, but right now,
database.
there is no database integration right now because Lepton X is just a standalone theme and ABP doesn't know anything about it. But maybe in the future, I don't know.
Okay, one question is related to when it will be released. And there is a comment about the top menu. Tasco says it is an important feature. So it should be introduced. The first. Actually, its design is almost completed, but the application side is not fully implemented yet. It will be available in a short time. A question about customization of user menu. Actually, you can say a generic answer to that, Benjamin.
Okay.
Like customizing components.
User menu on top, like
or whatever menu, customizing.
Does it mean changing menu from left to top as in Lepton? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, actually, if the styling customization is already possible with CSS and SAS overrides, and replacing the component with a completely different component is already possible with MVC, Blazor UIs. I'm not sure about Angular.
It's a toolbar item.
You can.
It's a toolbar item. You can remove it and add another toolbar item. It's okay.
Does it mean by user? Does it mean a developer or just end user? So there's two different things. Maybe he can ask the question with more details and we can answer it.
Okay, is there a React UI coming?
I don't know. Is that?
No.
React funds.
.NET Core 6, because it will be a new version. It will be available with ABP 5.2 or 3, and yes, it is based on .NET Core 6. For older ABP version, ABP 4.x, I think it will not be fully working. Yeah, it will be compatible with ABP 5 and later.
Yeah, because we already using Bootstrap 5 and ABP 4 using Bootstrap 4, so there's this big breaking change.
Enis,
you can answer to that.
Okay. As I showed you before, you can just change the depend zone, and it will affect your entire application. Maybe some small configurations will be required, but just changing dependency will solve the problem. We'll migrate your project to Lepton X. That's the quick solution.
Do you plan to add Flutter application? This is not completely related to Lepton X, but in general, for mobile, we are currently providing React Native application. But in the future, we will actually work on a better mobile application, a more integrated mobile application. I'm not sure it will be a Flutter application, but Flutter is a strong option for now. Next question. Greater React Native application to support. We are not making much investment on the React Native application, to be honest. So you can do it yourself. The reason we have created this application is to show how it can be integrated to ABP framework and how it can use the same localization settings and other permissions and other features with the ABP framework. So it's up to you to change it based on your requirements. The ABP framework, Mastering ABP framework book will be available as ebook and also printed book. It will be fully available in the end of this month. So 1 week later, it will be available. It's currently in pre-sales on Amazon and also Pact's website. If you purchase it from Pact Publishing website, you can already read the ebook. It's not completed. 2 chapters is missing, but you can read the released chapters. It will be great to have headless team where we can build our own team. Most organizations have their own team. What do you think about that?
Well, as I shown you, you can add your own custom theme on top of the existing ones. So it's kind of like that. But maybe we will add more features in the future to come close to this headless theme you mentioned. But right now you can add your colors, some settings, and build this new your values with our build system, and it will generate your own files and you can use them. So I think we have worked on a lot. We have put a lot of effort on that feature. So you can we know that everyone working for different companies with different branding colors, and so it is really easy to add your branding into LeptonX. We have made sure that.
And also we have designed it, as Benjamin said, the theme is built as really customizable, and also we have made it fully Bootstrap compatible. That means any of your pages will work as expected if you develop your own theme as Bootstrap compatible. So there is no much custom CSS classes in our team and so on. So it's close to a headless theme, but it's not completely headless. Actually, we may think about that in the future.
For RTL, old Lepton is supporting RTL. And for LeptonX, once we release 1 or 2 beta version, we will work on RTL as well. So once we release a stable version, it will come with RTL support. Well, about switch Lepton to LeptonX on an Angular time expensive. I just showed you. You just delete old Lepton from your app module and add 3 new imports. That's it. That's the only thing you need to do, and it's really easy to switch.
This is one of the lessons we have learned from ASP.NET Zero experience with Metronic. With each major release of Metronic, it was really painful to upgrade because all the CSS classes and HTML structures are changing with new versions. Actually, these are typical stuff in classic teams, maybe sold in TeamForce and other sites, because they are only thinking about the UI side. But for our ABP teaming system allows you to easily switch to another team. For this example, it's like switching a NuGet package or npm package and making a few lines of configuration in your startup, and that's all. It's completely switching to the new team. It's very easy.
Yeah, we shouldn't compare LeptonX with Metronic or something else, because we said before it's a team as library. You can switch the team.
Our last 3 minutes, we will ask the last questions. Alper?
When will we have a video tutorial about using ABP Suite to create a production-ready application? for public and admin side. Actually, we have a video, and also we have created another video for our new feature, creating an entity from an existing database. ABP Suite is a very simple user interface. So I think it's already creating a final stuff for your usage, but we cannot create a CRUD page that fully suits your requirements. It's hard. We added some templates to customize, but as I said, it's hard to make a final application with ABP Suite or any other CRUD page generator.
Okay, the same question is again, yes, we have designed LeptonX in Figma. So there are Sigma files for designs, yes. Comment about Metronic. Anyway, we love Metronic, so we don't have any problem. So thank you, everyone. The time is over. Thank you for attending. See you in the next talk. See you in the next meetup. Okay.
So
Have a good one.
bye.
Bye-bye.
See you.